afresh. I need to start afresh. Okay, guys, I need to delete everything and start afresh. So let me start afresh with my analysis. Going back to my daily time frame. So I'm going back to my daily time frame. If you have any question, you can just comment. Just make a comment. Then I'll have to attend to that. So I'm trying to show you guys how I do arrive to my analysis. So whatever you do in markets, just basically know that it's always support and resistances. Don't if after the live session I'll have to post the video on my page, so you can always rewatch it when you want again. So basically, my one day I need to go back to my higher time frame at least one day. So coming to the one day, I need to mark out my previous support and resistance, previous support and previous resistances. So on this one day, this is my support. This is my support. This is my last resistance. The current resistance is here. So doing that, so I need to go back to my trend. I need to check the trend of the one day. I need to squeeze my chart to see what trend the chart is on. So basically, this is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is in an uptrend. So a basic knowledge in a trend is that when the market is trending up, that means you look for more buying opportunities. So that is the idea I'm getting from my one day. So I've already pictured the previous support and resistances. Then I've pictured the my current trend as well. Then I'll go back to my 4 hours. I need to go back to my 4 hours. So I would go back after going back to my 4 hours. I need to mark out my previous support and previous resistance on my 4 hours. So this is my previous resistance on 4 hours. Then still this is my support on 4 hours as well. The same with the one day. So I need to let me label them. That's what I did before. This one day. Okay, one day resistance is this line. So the next one is sorry. The next one is this is 4 hour resistance. So this is the next one, this area. This is one day and 4 hour support. So I'm trying to label my support and resistance. Basically, in all you do in trading, it's all about support and resistance. So where is the market going to head next? So on these 4 hours, because I'm trying to get close to the lower time frame, I've already gone to my one day on my 4 hours now. So on these 4 hours, basically, this is the resistance of the 4 hours. This is the support of the 4 hours. We are in between the support of the 4 hours and the resistance of the 4 hours. So this is the market is just at the center. So I want to know if this market is going back to this resistance or coming down to this support. That is one thing about market. It can either go to resistance or come down to the support level. So I've already marked out my support and resistance. So I need to do a deeper analysis to know where the market is headed next. So I need to mark out my swing points, my swing high and swing low. So I also check my trend on the 4 hours as well. So squeezing my charts, my 4 hours is in an uptrend. So there is no doubt about that. It's being in an uptrend. So I need to check my swing points on this uptrend. Checking my swing points. This is my last swing high. This my this area is the previous high. Sorry. So this is my higher high, my last higher high. So another swing point here. This is higher high. So I'll have another swing point here. This is my higher low. I have another swing point here. This is my higher low. So I this is the previous swing being in an uptrend. This is the previous swing. So this swing we give birth to whatever that is going to happen here. In this area, we don't know if this swing high is completed yet. So, but we need to determine this area with what happened in this area. So this swing high and swing points, this higher high, higher high, higher low, and higher low, they are always support and resistances. So whenever I want to know what's it's happening in this area, I need to check the previous thing that happened in this area. So I would go back to having to analyze. I'll break this thing down. I'm going down to my 15 minutes time frame to check this trend, or maybe I'll go down to 1 hour. Anything that's actually making it look like a trend, because this trended from here to here. So I need to check this trend. So I need to go back to my 1 hour. So okay. Oh, bearing that I'm checking from here to here, from this place to this place, because this is the previous higher low, higher high. I'm checking from here to here that gave rise to whatever that is happening here. So now I need to mark out my trend with my parallel channel. Whenever you're drawing your trend, make sure you're using this parallel channel. Don't use trend line at all. You use parallel channel because trend is always parallel. Sorry, need to pick that again. So this is my trend. So this is how this went from this higher low to this higher high. So whatever results that comes out here will give rise to the next movement of Bitcoin. So basically, this is a trend moving from this support to this resistance, because the swing points are support and resistances as well. So basically, whenever you see a trend and there is a breakout, you check whatever pattern. That is when you go back to chart pattern. So you go back to your chart pattern and you try to figure out pattern that formed afterwards the breakout. So it's quite confusing though, but you will revisit them after the live section. So I'm trying to check a pattern that formed here, a reasonable pattern. So I had something like this. So I had something like this. I had something like this. So this is what I could picture. So this is a symmetric triangle, a chart pattern symmetric triangle. Or if you want to measure the target of a symmetric triangle, you have to measure from here to here. So if you're conversant with a trend, you know that symmetric triangle is a continuation pattern. A continuation pattern, be it that if it forms in an uptrend, that means the coin is basically going to go up the more. But the stop loss of a symmetric triangle is a close below this area. That's the stop loss of a symmetric triangle. So if a symmetric triangle, being it's a continuation pattern in a trend, so you have to measure the targets from here to here. You place it at the point of breakouts. Whenever there is a breakout here, which is around this area. So this is a breakout. So I'm having my target of Bitcoin to be 96 106,500. So if this pattern is going to play out. So bear it in mind that chart patterns, it has this whole area to play out. It has this whole area. So whenever you're setting your stop loss, it should be below this area. That is when this pattern will be invalidated. A close below this area, then your chart pattern is invalidated. So now this pattern have not actually played out. So whenever this pattern will finish playing out, I'm expecting my Bitcoin to hit this targets. So if you have any questions, I'm expecting any question on the comment box, actually. Okay. Someone asked what a swing point is. I'll take this chart down and go back to trend. So I'm trying to make just an uptrend to explain what a swing point is. So this is an uptrend. So basically, I have my swing. So what a swing is, on this is an uptrend. This is an uptrend. So I have my swing points here. Swing point is just the highest point of a trend. So this is a swing high. This is a swing high. This swing low. This is a swing low. So I have my swing here. So I would swing points of an uptrend is labeled. This is higher high. That is what is called. This is higher high. The lower part of it, which is here, is higher low. This is higher low. So a swing, it's when a movement, it's just an up and down movement. That's what a swing is. So when it swings up, it swings down. So this node, this node is a swing high because it's the highest point that this particular trend. This is the highest point. This is the lowest point. So we call this a swing high and we call this a swing low. So I don't know if I actually answered your question. I try to illustrate it with this. So after this live section, all this I'll post it and you can revisit whatever I'm saying now in case I might be faster or I might not actually be at your tempo that you would understand them. So you can go back to it again. So this is all about swing high and swing low. So if you have any other question, you ask. So I'm trying to see. Okay, there is no other question. So basically, thank you all for joining the live section. Tomorrow I would do another section for another pair of coin. So if you have any pair at all that you want me to check out for you, you can drop it on the comment box. You can drop it on my WhatsApp or my Instagram. Just drop it below any coin at all you want me to help you check. Then we'll do the analysis on the live stream maybe tomorrow or some other time that I would have a free time. So thank you all for joining this live session today. Okay.